Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone, wherever you are on the globe. Welcome to AO4 YouTube channel. Today we're going to be looking at Kali, the issue of Kali. When you install Kali using WSL on Windows, and then you cannot ping from your Kali machine to Windows, but you can ping from Windows to Kali. So how do we resolve the issue? How can you enable or resolve the issue of not being able to ping from your Kali to Windows operating system? This is when you install Kali with WSL, Windows subsystem for Linux. Windows subsystem for Linux enables you to install another operating system, Linux, on Windows without using virtual box or partitioning your system, anything. You just install Linux on your Windows and everything works perfectly without having to install any virtualization tool or partitioning your Windows system. So, but we realize that when you install this, when you use WSL, Windows subsystem for Linux, and you use it to install your Kali on your Windows operating system, you try to ping. Let me put up this, okay. As you can see from this diagram here on the screen, now this is Kali and this is Windows. Now when you install Kali on Windows, this is just the same PC or the same laptop. I'm just using this diagram to illustrate the installation. Excuse me. So when you install Kali on Windows, you can see in this picture, when you try to ping from Kali, you want to ping the IP address of Windows. It doesn't work. But when you ping the IP address of Kali from Windows, it works. So let's give it a try. I have Kali on my system. Now let's try to ping. Now, this is my Kali on Windows. I want to ping this IP address of my Windows. So you say ping 192.168.1.123. You can see no response. It doesn't work. But when you ping Kali on Windows, okay. Now this is my Windows box. It's command prompts from Windows. I can ping the IP address 172.29. We'll start IP address again. Okay, that's 172.29.117.151. Okay, 117 plus 1 151. Now you can see there's response. We can ping Kali from Windows, but we cannot ping Windows from Kali. So, okay, so now we can ping Kali from Windows, looking at this way, or we cannot ping Windows from Kali, looking at this way. It doesn't work. Now the problem here is that Windows Defender, that's a firewall of Windows, is dropping the ICMP packets from Kali. And how do we resolve this? Or how do we know that this is the situation? Now from your Kali, for instance, let's stop this ping. Now, we can launch Wireshark, that's packet tracer, to simulate or to look at the packet exchange between Windows operating system and Kali. So if you have Wireshark on your, okay, this is a Wireshark. Now you can see the ETHO, that is the interface on your Kali machine. Or let's look at it. Now, if you do IPA on your Kali, you can see ETHO, that's the Ethernet interface on the Kali machine. And this is the IP address assigned to that interface. So when you're trying to run your Wireshark, you pick the ETHO, which is this. And when you are looking at your Wireshark, you can see that there is a continuous growth of packets, which means that interface is sending and receiving packets. So if you double click on this, and even when you see it's highlighted there, the address, which is the IP address, we can see it highlighted. When you double click on this, then you can see in real time the message flow from that ETHO IP interface. Now look at this. So you can see this is real time, the source, the destination. You can see that this IP address of Kali 172.29.117.151, all the information going in and out of that interface. So this is the IP address. This is now using this, let's run our ping again. Okay, let's run our ping again and look at the trace. Now ping 172.29.117.151. Oh, sorry, I was confused. No, we are pinging now here. I was pinging the interface itself. That's the Kali interface. Rather, we're supposed to ping the Windows, 192.168.1.123. Okay. Now we are pinging Windows IP address from Kali. That is, we are pinging this IP, Windows IP, from Kali. We can see there's no response. Now let's look at the trace and see what is happening. Wireshark, we can filter the ICMP packets. Just type ICMP in this feed filter here. ICMP tab. Okay. Now it will show only the messages between your Kali and your Windows, the ping messages, the ICMP. Now look at it. So the source IP address is your Kali IP, destination IP is your Windows IP address, the protocol is ICMP, and you can see the information only request, the no response, ping request, no response. That means something is happening on your Windows, the destination, which is not making it to respond to the ping request from Kali. What is that thing? As I said before, the Windows firewall, Windows Defender is not allowing it, dropping it. Now, let's launch our Windows Defender and see. Okay, let me extend the view. Okay, this is our Windows Defender. Okay, good. Now, if we look at this, let's go back to the home page. Hold on, please. Okay. Let's relaunch that. Windows Defender. Okay. Good. Great. Good. Now, let me put this one aside. And let's have our ping from Kali to Windows running, even though there's no response. As we can see, no response. Now here, if we look at this Windows Defender, if we turn Windows Defender off, now we have two options here. One is private network. The second one is public network. So which of these is blocking our ICMP packets, is dropping it from Kali? Is it the private or the public? Now, Windows is categorizing the IP address of Kali, even though it's on the same machine, it's categorizing it as public network. How do I know? If you turn off the private network, let's say you turn this one off, turn off, and then OK. You can see here, the same thing, no response. But if you go back, let's turn this one, the private on, and then turn public off. Now look at here. Immediately we say, OK. You can see there's response from Windows, which means our Windows machine is looking at the IP address of Kali as a public network. So now that we turn off the Windows Defender for public network, we can see that responses are coming to Kali from Windows. But Should we leave this one like this? No, it's not good, not advisable. So what then should we do? How do we narrow it down? How do we limit who can reach our windows? Because if we leave that one on, we are opening our Windows system to internet attack. So the best thing to do is for us to go to the advanced settings. Okay. In advanced settings, you can see here inbound rules. Click on the inbound rules. Some people say here that we should create a new rule. If you create a new rule to allow ICMP requests, it doesn't work. If you say you click new rule and blah, 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 set it up and everything, it doesn't work. So the best option is use the existing rules, inbound rules. There are rules defined here, as you can see. They're here. Just search for the one that is applicable to what you want to allow or block. Now, here, you can see ICMP echo for domain, allow. Another one, ICMP echo for private and public. So this is what we want to look at. So click on this. Now, here, this is ICMP echo request version 4, IPv4 for public and private. So we can see here enable is not enabled. If we enable it, let's bring up our ping. Let's stop this one. Okay, still running, right? That's with pinging Windows from Kali. Still running? No, it's not. Okay, because we already disabled it, the Windows firewall. We've enabled the Windows firewall, so it's blocking the request. Now, if we go here, I believe you are following what we're doing. Now, already we open our Windows Defender and we want to edit the existing rule. We are not creating a new rule. We just want to edit existing rule, look at it and see what we can do in order to narrow down so that we don't open our system to anyone from the internet or from our private network to have access to our machine. We want to limit who can send ping request to our system. Now, this is ICMP echo request for IP version 4 for public and private. Now, it's not enabled. As we can see, there's no request here. The ping is still being dropped by Windows Defender. Let's enable this and see what happens. And then enable and click on apply. Immediately, you can see the request is coming, which means we've at least narrowed it down a little to ICMP protocol only. We are not opening up our system to everyone, but just limiting it to ICMP request. But even at this, it's still not the best option. which means any IP address, any machine, because the objective of this video is to show how your Kali on the same machine, your own machine, your Kali operating system can reach your Windows operating system in the same machine, not from any other machine. So the best option is to limit who can send this ICMP request to your machine, not any other machine. So now, but what we've done now here, anyone on your local network will still be able to reach your Windows, you'll still be able to send ICMP requests to you. But that's not what we want. So now, from this same window, go to scope. So we can see we are under general here, where we enabled. And if we disable again, let's see, if we disable it again and apply, you can see the ping request has, the response has stopped again, not coming again. If you stop it and restart, you can see not anymore. Windows Defender has kicked in. It's dropping your packet again. Immediately, once again, let's enable and say apply. Immediately, the responses are coming in. Now, but as we said earlier on, this is not what we want. We want to limit who can have send ping requests to our machine. So we go to scope here, scope. Now, here in scope, we have local IP address, we have remote IP addresses. Now, under the remote IP address, we can define who should be able to, the source of the ping request. Which source? We have to whitelist, okay, what we call whitelisting. We want to whitelist the IP address that can send ping request and get a response from our Windows machine. So initially we have local subnet, which is okay. Local subnet on your local network. Anyone can send ping request to your machine. But then, as we said earlier on, Windows Defender is seeing your Kali as a public network, not a local network. So that's why it was blocking it. Now, we need to include the IP address of the Kali operating system in this remote IP address list. So what you can see already, I have it here, which means I only allow my Kali IP address here just by simply adding, click on add and type in the IP address, the specific IP address or subnets here. So with this, from the public side, only my Kali operating system can have access, can send ping requests to my Windows operating system. So this is the best way to do it, in order to limit who can get a ping response from your Windows operating system. So I believe this video is descriptive enough. In case you have any question or any observation, you can put it in the comments section of this video. Thank you very much for watching, and subscribe to our channel for more educative videos on networking, on the cybersecurity, and on IoT devices, IoT technology, Internet of Things. Thank you so much. We appreciate your time. Thank you.